Hello, greetings to all. I'm doing my final presentation on Bayard Rustin. Bayard Rustin was born on March 17th, 1912, and died on August 24th, 1987. He was born in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Bayard Rustin was born into a Quaker family which profoundly influenced his values and beliefs. Raised in an environment that emphasized principles of equality, nonviolence, and social justice, Rustin developed a strong moral compass from a young age. His grandparents were formerly enslaved, and his legacy of resilience against oppression instilled in him a sense of urgency to fight against racial injustices. Rustin's education played a significant role in shaping his activism. He attended Cheyney University, one of the first historically black colleges in the United States, where he was exposed to a range of social issues. His commitment to social justice was further deepened by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, which he adopted as a guiding philosophy for nonviolent protest. Additionally, his involvement with various social movements during the 1930s and 1940s, including labor rights and anti-colonial struggles, broadened his perspective on interconnectedness of various forms of oppression. Rustin became a prominent figure in organizations dedicated to civil rights and social change, such as the Fellowship of Reconciliation. His experiences in these organizations helped him hone his skills in community organizing and coalition building. Rustin's ability to reunite diverse groups under a common cause was pivotal in his later work, particularly in the civil rights movement, where he played a crucial role in organizing significant events, including the iconic 1963 March on Washington. On to slide 2. Organizing the 1963 March on Washington, one of Rustin's most significant achievements was his role in organizing the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs of Freedom. This historic event brought together over 250,000 people from diverse backgrounds to advocate for civil rights and economic justice. Rustin's strategic planning and ability to unite various civil rights organizations, labor unions, and religious groups were crucial in the making the march a success. The event is best remembered for Martin Luther King's iconic I Have a Dream speech, but Rustin's behind-the-scenes efforts ensured its logistical and organizational success, solidifying its place in history. Rustin was a strong advocate for economic justice, recognizing the importance of addressing economic equality alongside racial discrimination. He argued that civil rights could not be fully realized without economic empowerment. His efforts in promoting the economic aspects of the civil rights movement were significant during a time when many activists focused primarily on legal and social equality. His work emphasized the need for job creation, fair wages, and access to economic opportunities for marginalized communities. Rustin was a staunch advocate for nonviolent protests and worked to educate others about his principles. He was influenced by Gandhi's teachings and consistently promoted the idea that nonviolence was the most effective method for achieving social change. Rustin's ability to build coalitions among various civil rights groups was instrumental in fostering unity during a time of significant division. His emphasis on collaboration among diverse communities helped to strengthen the civil rights movement and expand its reach. Later in his life, Rustin became a prominent advocate for LGBTQ rights, understanding the intersections of race, sexuality, and economic change. He was open about his sexuality at a time when being gay was stigmatized. He used his platform to fight for the rights of LGBTQ plus individuals within the broader context of human rights. Rustin's commitment to inclusivity and intersectionality in social justice movements had a lasting impact, influencing contemporary discussions about diversity within activism. Rustin was also a prolific writer and speaker, using his voice to advocate for social change. He contributed to various publications and spoke at numerous events, sharing his insights on civil rights, economic justice, and nonviolent protests. His writings and speeches continue to inspire new generations of activists, emphasizing the importance of strategic planning and coalition building in the fight for justice. Okay, on to slide 3. Rustin faced systemic racism that limited opportunities for African Americans. He experienced overt discrimination in various aspects of life, including education and employment. This pervasive racism was a prominent barrier to his activism. It often hindered his ability to gain support and recognition for his work. Rustin utilized his education and connections to navigate these challenges. He engaged with organizations that focused on civil rights and social justice, leveraging their networks to amplify his voice. His commitment to nonviolence and strategic activism helped him build alliances with other civil rights leaders, allowing him to make significant contributions despite the racial barriers he faced. As an openly gay man during a time when homosexuality was stigmatized, he faced discrimination not only from society at large, but also within the civil rights movement. Some leaders were reluctant to fully embrace him due to the concerns about how his sexuality might affect the movement's public perception. Rustin remained steadfast in his identity and refused to hide who he was. He believed that in the importance of intersectionality, realizing that racial and sexual justice were entwined. By being open about his sexuality and advocating for LGBTQ+ rights within the context of civil rights, he helped pave the way for future discussions on inclusivity within social justice movements. Rustin encountered political obstacles from within the civil rights organization, particularly regarding his leadership roles. Some leaders felt that his sexual orientation could distract the movement goals and public image, leading to tensions and challenges in gaining wider acceptance for his role in organizing major events like March on Washington. To navigate these political changes, Rustin focused on his skills and expertise as an organizer and strategist. He was able to demonstrate his value through successful initiatives and events, earning respect from his peers over time. Rustin faced personal struggles related to his identity and pressures of being a prominent activist. The combination of racial discrimination and societal stigma around his sexuality often led to feelings of isolation or frustration. Rustin found strength in his Quaker upbringing, which emphasized community and support. He cultivated relationships with like-minded individuals and organizations that shared his commitment to social justice. This network provided him with social support and a sense of belonging, helping him persevere through difficult times. Rustin's role in organizing the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom remains a pivotal moment in American history. The march not only highlighted the demand for civil rights, but also emphasized economic justice, a theme that is increasingly relevant today. Modern movements like Black Lives Matter draw upon Rustin's principles by advocating for both racial equality and economic equality. Recognizing that systems change requires addressing multiple dimensions of injustice. Rustin's advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights and his openness about his sexuality during a time of widespread discrimination, his recognition of the intersection between race and sexuality has paved the way for more comprehensive understanding of identity and activism. Today, many activists continue to emphasize the importance of intersectionality, following Rustin's examples of advocating for marginalized communities. Rustin's focus on economic justice has influenced modern policies aimed at reducing income inequality and promoting social welfare. His belief that civil rights cannot be fully realized without economic empowerment is echoed in contemporary debates about living wages, healthcare access, and job creation programs. Policymakers and advocates often reference Rustin's work when pushing for legislation that addresses the root cause of poverty and discrimination. Like Rustin, Martin Luther King was a prominent leader in the civil rights movement and advocated for nonviolence. While King is often recognized for his inspirational speeches and leadership, Rustin played a crucial role behind the scenes in organizing key events and formulating strategies. Both figures emphasize the importance of economic justice and coalition building, but Rustin's contributes as an organizer are sometimes overlooked. Together, they exemplify the synergy between eloquent leadership and strategic activism. Okay. Bayard Rustin holds significant importance for me as a figure who exemplifies resilience, intersectionality, and the power of strategic activism. His life and work teach invaluable lessons about the importance of standing firm in one's identity while advocating for justice. Rustin's unwavering commitment to nonviolence and coalition building in the face of adversity serves as a powerful reminder that true leadership requires courage, empathy, and inclusive approach. I can relate to Bayard Rustin from his personal struggles of feeling isolated and frustrated. His experiences resonate with me deeply as I often find myself grappling with similar feelings of alienation and judgment. When Rustin navigated spaces where he was not only a black man but and also openly gay, he faced the dual burdens of racial and sexual discrimination. This duality often left him feeling marginalized, as if his identity was a barrier to being fully accepted or taken seriously. I see myself in that struggle because I too have experienced moments of walking into a room sensing that others may perceive me as less than or unworthy of respect. Whether it's due to my age, background, or personal interest, there are times where I feel like the weight of judgment hanging in the air, which can be incredibly disheartening. That's it, I'm done.